Here we are standing at the first col of the 2015 Alps adventure, called the Coupe, about 2,400 meters. The valley floor down there at Pessalunno is about 400 to 500 meters, so basically I just climbed 2 kilometers into the sky. There's the remains of I guess it's for sheep or cows, stables. Here's the little cross and a little memorial to a climber, and we're going this way, which is north, down into this valley here. Very cloudy compared with south. Get stuck behind a herd of cows. This often happens, either cows or sheep, and they're quite skittish animals. It's very difficult to share the path with them. Morning of day 2 above Lake Mont Blanc, where we spent the night last night. That's down the valley towards the plain of Turin. This col, yeah, we came over that one yesterday, and then camped down here next to the lake. This is the Italian-French border here. Beautiful mountain there. I think that's called Roccia Meloni, I think. And we are going to Col de Sus today. Well, we've just reached a little plateau, and where it's not so cloudy. I'll show you the onward view. This is the iconic mountain that we saw before going up the valley. I think it's Roccia Meloni, something like that. And our call is just round this bluff here, so we've got to go round there. But again, it's lovely conditions. So we're just at a lake before the col Soleil. A lot of climbing yet to be done. It's quite isolated, quite intimidating atmosphere up here. It's often the case in these places, you get a kind of natural amphitheatre of rock. Here is where we come up, this snowfield, and these rock walls in which tumble down little rivers. They just stretch all around. With full circle back here, some mist coming up that snowfield. The col itself is up here. We are at Col Soleil, 3,063 meters, possibly the highest will be for this trip. There's where we came from, down there. That's the border with France over there. Little cairn, and we're off down this way, again into the cloud. Well, we're just approaching the col, the refuge below Col Soleil on the north side, and going up this slope next to a lake, and then over a col, and then to another refuge. That's the col from which we have just come down. Quite fearsome looking. There's a really quite technical part in the snow at the side here. So we've just reached the col, going down, and we can see a new lake in front of us. Again, that's the border with France, and this is the next lake, and from there it's a little bit of a climb, I think, and then we get to a refuge, and then it's down into the valley. Okay, now down at the lakeside, looking at the awesome frontier with France. Very, very, very high mountains. We go around the lake following this gentleman who sprung from nowhere. Okay, a little tricky part this. It's a little trickle coming down this ravine. We have to walk up it, but compensated by just the most amazing views you can imagine. So here you can see a Steinbock just sort of moseying along. That's it, gone. Getting into the best lit time of day. It's now about 6 o'clock. It's quite a contrast here. We're just descending from Refugio Bartolomeo Gastaldi. There's the sun going down the west. Some snowfields here, quite a steep path going down, and cloud funneling up through this this ravine. There's a valley down below, but we want to go over this this range tomorrow. Well, it's day 3, and unfortunately we're walking in a whiteout today. It's quite warm, it's humid actually, so I don't think it's going to rain. We're trying to do 2 calls today. We're about maybe 300 metres short of the first one with a little lake to come up to. And it's okay because some respite from the sun. What a difference a day makes. So here we are at the top of Col della Crocetta, looking at the next valley on a beautiful blue skied day, and we slept just a little bit short of this col. Just down there's a lake here, kept awake by the tinkering of cowbells. Here's the col, and we're going down to this lake and up this valley. Day 4, about 1:30 in the afternoon. We reached the lake after the descent, and then instead of walking up that asphalt road, we got a bus. I couldn't believe how long it took. We must have climbed about 1,400 metres or something like that in about an hour in a little bus, passing cyclists on the way. And we're now trying to get over this col, which is pretty spectacular. We're deep is probably the wrong word, we're very high, must be about 2.8 at the moment, and apparently this path curves round the scree and then over this col. Taking this one because I've had enough of low level walking over the past couple of days, and this actually goes to a lovely other col which is I visited about 2 years ago, and it was just stunning. You get so close to glaciers. Here we are at the top of the col, about 3,100 metres, 3,100 metres. Came from that direction, Grand Paradiso behind me, and world of ice, lots of crevasses in these glaciers. And the interesting thing about this point is you can see, it must be France over there, and I'm pretty sure that's Mont Blanc, just there, and that'll be the border with Switzerland over there. So it's a pretty amazing place. So it's 3:10 and we've just descended from the col. Amazing views as you saw, glaciers, etc. A bit tricky route down. The GPS says one way, markers say another. Trusted the markers, and we're now down just at the tongue of this glacier, walking along the moraine. This is the wall of the glacier when it was at its full extent. Now it has retreated due to climatic changes to up here. Okay, it must be about an hour later, and this is just astonishingly beautiful. This is the reason why I do this. This is where we came from. Somewhere up over that way was the col. It's just astonishing clear atmosphere today, very very warm. The blue is just, it's electric blue, and the snowfields just give it that sense of purity. There's a kind of little bit of atmosphere, a little bit of humidity or something like that. So you get a sense of distance of bluish tinge. And there's a beautiful waterfall over here. On top of this mountain there's a tiny little glacier there. And then there's this white stone. This looks like flowers or something like that, but it's white stone up the mountain there, and then in front of me. Astonishingly beautiful. At the top of Col Bassac there for the second time in my life. Last time was 3 years ago. This is the second col over 3,000 metres that I've done today, and we just came from down here. Back is killing me. I think that's the Rem Valley we just saw, and this is why I wanted to come this route again, because it's just a sea of ice. This is the Val Grisentke Valley, and we've got 2.5 hours of daylight. It's about 6:30 to get down. I hope I remember the way. Well, day 5 in the Alps, and thought that was going to be difficult because a dog and then all these goats just ran down the slope that I'm going to try to walk up, but they're on the road. Maybe, I have no idea, I don't ask anymore. Anyway, we're off to Refuge Arche today, over the border with France for a little while, and then north to Mont Blanc as the lovely goats skip, frolic and gamble down the slope. Up to Col de Mont, and we're at well, that's the col to Winter France. We're at an interesting intersection in the sense that you can see the glaciers on the other side of the Valley Varseneki, I believe it's called. And then here is the highest mountain in this area, the name of which appears under the screen. I think it's called Testa Routier, something like that. So we're off in this direction. Low level walking today. Descending from Col de Mont. We're now in France. We're on route to Refuge Arche, and that's the border with Italy and France there. And the route leads us down. Hopefully we can get back into Italy today. So just at the top of a high pass, descending to Refuge Routier, and that's Mont Blanc in the distance, a bit covered by cloud today. We're going down here. It's about 4:30, and we just found this col Tachi, which takes us back to Italy. It's not on my map. Weather's not looking fantastic, but it's okay. That's there, and that is Vanoise behind this range. They have the Vanoise. So it's about 40 minutes climbing to get to here, and that's the call to go over into Italy, hopefully. So quite tired. That should have taken me 2 hours to get to the top of Col Tachi. It took me 70 minutes. I powered it up because of fear of thunderstorms, but I think we're going to be okay. And what greets me is Mont Blanc. I have been getting little glimpses of this for a couple of days now, but I think one more day and we'll be at the foot of it. Just looking back from where we came from, that was the second call today, and I think that was the first there. I'm really tired, but enough energy to get down, which is where I want to be with these clouds. Well, we're just descending from the col that we took to get back into Italy, and just thought I'd show you this beautiful sort of tunnel of foxgloves next to a ruined farmhouse. I assume it's a farmhouse. Some of these things have military purposes. Anyway, beautiful, shocking violet, fuchsia pink. I'm not sure, I'm not up on colours. Very nice though. Oh, there's my phone. So feeling nice and relaxed here after that long hike today. 3 calls, racing against the weather, and here you can see a lovely little kind of cobbled path. If this was Greece, it would be Calderimi, but it looks like a Japanese garden. It's very sort of zen, this place. The trickling water, the fir tree, well, these are larches, and the light is just beautiful. So it has a kind of aesthetic, synthetic kind of air about it, even though it's totally obviously natural. Anyway, so about 400 metres this way we get to a river, and then we cross it and walk down the other side. That's how this day ends. Well, it's about 2 o'clock and we're looking at Mont Blanc. What have I been doing with the first 6 hours of the day is walking up to this col called the Char. Well, it appears underneath. Spectacular views of Mont Blanc today. Thunderstorms are forecasted, or forecast for the afternoon. There's the col that you pass over on the Tour de Mont Blanc, which I did about 4 years ago, and now we're going off down in the same direction as 4 years ago towards Courmayeur, down this valley. We're just descending from Refugio Elisabetta. This is one of my favourite places. It was exactly the same weather when I passed by here about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. This is a little kind of, it's almost like a lagoon, it's so transparent and shallow. And up to shining glaciers. Courmayeur to the Swiss border. There's lots of refugees and lots of chances to develop along. But the cloud, the thunderhead, kind of passed us by, and I met a German guy who persuaded me to take with him the original plan, which was call Maladat, I believe it's called. And you're looking at it. So we go over here before the next thundercloud. Okay. Well, as that peal of thunder crackles behind me, you get moments like this, perhaps a little bit surreal in the mountains. A herd of cows have just been released, and they're just following me down this mountain. That's the col that we came across, and it's now raining, as you can see. We've got 5 kilometres to a main road where tomorrow we'll catch a bus. So hopefully we can avoid the thunder and lightning till then. Well, two Steinbock here, two ibex, just grazing at the head of the valley underneath the glaciers. Very picturesque. You see quite a lot of postcards, but they don't seem to turn round when I ask them to. I don't know whether they can take directions. A bit annoying, but very privileged to see this. Well, it's a bit further on and there is a chamois. The giveaway is its horns. Maybe we can, there he is. You can see his horns smaller, tilted back, looking at us. Much more tame, much more skittish, I guess, nervous. Psst. You can see that he's a bit freaked out by that, so probably the wrong thing to do actually. Anyway, we'll leave it alone now.